In this video, I'm going to be looking at your 2025 Spotify Wraps. Also, if you're in the Orlando, Florida area, or you're going to Holiday Matsuri this year, I'll be there on the Friday and Saturday, December 19th and the 20th, doing some meet and greets at 3 p.m. If you want to come and say hi and chat it up a bit, maybe get a picture, I'd love to see y'all there. If you guys are interested, it's at that first link in the description. Would really love to see you. I asked y'all on Twitter to reply to this tweet with your Spotify Wrapped for me to bully you over, if you dare. And I'm gonna be honest, this thing got way more replies than I thought it would. I think it went way outside of my actual viewer base. And it feels like these last few years, there's always been a quirk to Spotify Wrapped and how people feel about it. Whether it's this weird feature or there being a dream SMP genre. Last year, it was that a lot of people just think Spotify Wrapped was just straight up wrong. The music they were being told they were listening to, they don't feel like they listen to nearly as much. And this time around, it's your listener age. I'm gonna be honest, when I got this screen on my Spotify app, I just my eyes bulged out my face. I'm I'm sorry, can you run that by me again? Apparently this is Spotify Wrapped calculating the average listener age, or the stereotypical age of the person who listens to the music you listen to. It seems like I'm pretty in tune with my age. My listening age was 26, I'm 25 right now, I'm gonna be 26 in a few months, so this made sense. You were into music from the late 2010s, hits with a hint of nostalgia, which, you know what? Fair enough. I listen to, on the whole, newer music, stuff that's come out in the last year. And speaking of, it's a tradition every time that I review y'all Spotify Wraps and make fun of you for it, I have to show you mine first. It's honestly not that unpredictable. I made a video about Playboi Carti earlier this year, and that's a 30-song album, and I for a lot of this year would just play it on shuffle. Kendrick Lamar released his album in November, so even though I don't listen to GNX nearly as much as I did back then, it rolled over into the early part of this year, so I got a lot of minutes on that. Drake just has a way of sneaking his way into my top 5 no matter what. He's just got so much stuff that of course it's gonna be in there. The thing is, my minutes listened is so low these days because I'm splitting where I listen to my music a lot more. I just have a video game OST playlist I listen to on YouTube while I'm working. I'm not listening to a background playlist on Spotify for that, and I also don't do sleep listening. SD Kid was literally the last 2 months for me. I've just had Rebel on repeat, and that album is only 10 tracks and 24 minutes long. I'm in love with that album. And unfortunately, I think I've become everything I swore to destroy with the amount of shitting on video game OSTs that I've done, though I've never denied their artistry. It was always about, if you only listen to video game OSTs, you gotta expand your horizons a little bit. Toby Fox dropped chapters 3 and chapter 4 of Deltarune, and of course he fucking snuck in here. My top 5 is 4 Kendrick songs, and then the top 1 is Black Knife. I cannot tell you how many times I've listened to that song. It is frankly embarrassing. My top 5 albums were Music, Playboi Carti, Rebel, SD Kid, fucking GNX, and then Music, but the deluxe version. It's just the same thing twice, dude. Anyways, I feel like it's time we hop into this, and let's start with people in my notifications on Twitter who replied to this tweet. The important part with this is that I have my notifications set to people I am mutuals with only, so I'm gonna be bullying people I have a tangential relationship with. Wallace Prower. My Wrapped is calling me trans, this motherfucker said. Number 1, Jane Remover. Number 2, Frost Children. Frost Children is the only person on here I don't recognize, but I think I bullied Wallace into listening to Quidecca. I believe Joko incidentally put him onto Two Hollis, and Fentanyl is just a based pick. But every time I've talked to Wallace in this last few months, one of these artists has always come up in the conversation, so I'm not at all surprised by this result. This motherfucker is a gigantic Porter Robinson head, so none of these artists are that far removed from what I already stereotyped the guy as having listened to. I low-key hate people who use Scrabble instead of their Spotify Wrapped. Use the flawed counting metric like the rest of us that has all the gay stylization that we're all dealing with. This is killing me though. What music did WWE drop this year? And what did they drop that had you listening to them more than fucking Bad Bunny or Charlie XCX? Holy fuck, Ariwa. They drew the thumbnail for this video, so I'm almost paying them to bully themselves. It's kind of awesome. I love the power I have. Now, I've made a lot of inroads with the Deltarune community in general this year, so I got a decent amount of artists in my replies who know that I'm going to just hone in on them immediately. Cardboardian over here has some very fun Togor art, but holy fuck, is it not a surprise that Toby Fox is at the top of your list. I think people who send me video game music in their Spotify Wrapped and expect me to tear them apart miss the criteria that it's if it's only video game music, then I'm gonna blast your ass. A surprisingly little amount of Lemon Demon. I don't know if that means that the makeup of the people watching my videos has changed, or the people watching my videos videos have remained consistent, but they've changed their listening habits. You got 12 a.m. and 13 a.m. in here. What the fuck are you going through, dude? Like, those are very beautiful tracks, but they are not, like, particularly upbeat. If you have, like, Savior in here as, like, your only Kendrick mention on your entire Spotify rap, and then you have these two artists that I don't recognize, I can only imagine there's a very specific headspace you're in. Thanks, Midas, for sending me this shit. Clearly a fucking fabrication, this fake fuck. He doesn't want to be judged on his actual music taste, so he sends it a bit. I'm not entertaining this fuck because he doesn't have the balls on him to actually show out. Shout out Deegis, I met him earlier this year, very cool guy. And you know what? Just a good all-around lineup here. You got Tyler, you got Clips, you got Dochi, some last-minute Joji. I don't know if he was revisiting old albums or if this motherfucker was listening to the 3 songs he dropped this year over and over again. I can see that being a possibility. When Piss in the Wind, the new Joji album, drops next year, I feel like he will unfortunately be high in my Spotify Wrapped by the end of 2026. Part of the fun is making predictions of like what poor decisions in music listening you're gonna make next year before you even know what's actually come out. We'll come back around to shitting on people who I know later, but let's look at some of the replies and get some randos in this bitch. I'm told I have the whitest music taste alive. I don't know who the hell Travis is. Oh my fucking god, dude. Toby Fox on top, followed by Sleep Token. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Fentanyl I approve of, I say bravely. I don't know who Travis is either, and I also don't know who Flavor Folly is, but looking at the covers of their artist page, yeah, pretty Caucasian, if I had to make a guess. Your top songs. Oh, I fucking see what this guy's doing. He's just responding to people's requests to see their Spotify Wraps with his own shit. Nuka, blur all this motherfucker's stuff. Don't promo him. Just shame him. Okay, now this is real music taste. Shout out Connor D. Oil. This guy knows what real music is. Top 3 artists. Fuck having a 4th and a 5th. We got everything we need right here. Tom McDonald, Ben Shapiro, and Spalexma. Ben Shapiro's only song is the feature he did on a Tom McDonald song. Number 1, Facts. 2, Woke World. 3, We Are I'm not singing it. Charlie Kirk, The Devil is a Demon. I can only imagine that says. 5, Fake Woke. Top genre, conservative hip-hop. I'm almost certain that is an actual Spotify subgenre listing. This shit is like getting dumber and dumber every fucking year. It's kind of awesome. I like love that I'm getting actively stupider. I swear on my mom's life, I barely listened to Boy with Uke. Dude, that's your number 1. What does that say about the other top 5 on here that like you barely listen to them? You want your mom to fucking die, dude. 2, McCafferty. 3, Alex G. 4, Slipknot. Like that's like the only one I'm even vaguely familiar with the actual music of. The thing is like with these top 5 artists is like you can listen to them significantly less, but have like a top 5 song or album that isn't made by any of your top artists. And to be honest, I probably could have guessed that from this lineup, you have the Undertale soundtrack in your top 5 albums, dude. It's good music, like that's that real shit, man, but I think Toby Fox needs to stop producing for his own games and passion projects and link up with Yeet or some shit, dude. Here we have someone who's like just straight up confident in their music taste, which you don't see often in these kind of requests for people's Spotify Wraps. People always have like some humility or shame to what they're listening to, but I'm gonna be honest, yeah, Bad Bunny is your top artist, Kendrick. I believe these are also Spanish-speaking artists I'm not familiar with, but Bad Bunny's last album was just fucking fantastic. I had no idea what he was saying during most of it, dude, but it banged. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? I'm looking forward to that Super Bowl halftime show in a few months. This person gave us a double whammy, both Spotify and YouTube rap. The Mountain, Will Wood, Neutral Milk Hotel, fucking AJJ, oh my god, that's based as fuck. You did not listen to them a lot, though. I'm assuming you got a lot more minutes on your YouTube rap. And Defiance, Ohio. Holy fuck, though, AJJ underrated as hell. A lot of people don't know this, but part of the reason why I hate AJR so much is not even because of, like, their music, it's because, like, people think I'm talking about AJR whenever I mention AJJ. Will Wood, then Will Wood a second time, The Mountain Goats, Deftones, and Cake. Okay. I respect that you have a really wide breadth of artists, though, that just don't get shown here, like 259 US artists, 68 United Kingdom artists, and 11 Canadian ones. Cool stuff. My life is going great, thanks for asking. Who in their top song was Bojack's Theme by Patrick Carney, Ralph Carney. Listened to 529 times, dude. Okay, there's like a really convenient cutoff here that I am excited to scroll past down to see what it says. I want y'all to note the Chris Dreamer profile picture. People sure reacted to this. We're going to the original tweet to see how fucking bad people were flaming them. What the fuck is this, dude? I need to play Dump for y'all so you know what their top song was compared to Untitled Unmastered by Kendrick. Like, that's the only other thing you ever listened to. It's a great fucking album and it's all throwaways, but Dump at the top. Listen to this shit, dude. Listen to this shit. This was in the fucking playlist like crazy amounts, dude. That is absurd, but I unironically approve. Having your most listened to album by Kendrick be Untitled Unmastered is like genuinely a feat, like a rare pick that you won't see much. I think the only rare thing you'll see is somebody who's most listened to is like the Kendrick Lamar EP. No, not the Kendrick Lamar. I think the only one rarer than that you'll see is like if somebody's most listened to album from Kendrick is fucking Overly Dedicated the mixtape. Your listening age is 83. Oh my god, you're old as shit, dude. At least I know you're old enough to actually watch these fucking videos. I think all minors should die. Get your eyes away from my fucking videos. Since you were into music from the late 50s, there's history in your headphones, dude. I was going through it this year, man. The last photo is from my Apple Music replay. The Living Tombstone, you know, you can't hate on that. It's easy to like say you like them as a joke, but like they're good, all right? Listen, until you've moshed at a live Living Tombstone concert to the FNAF song they made, I don't want to fucking hear a word from you. Leslie Odom Jr., Moretu, shout out McGuire, that's Oomphy. And then Win-Manuel Miranda! Dude, please don't tell me this is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind by Logic, one of his worst fucking albums. Please tell me that is not what I think it is, dude. Your top song was The Living Tombstone and McGuire, Step On Up. Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, this is an incredibly weird mix. Your top artist is Sleep Token, followed by Doechii, Kendrick, Glorilla, and Tyler, the Creator. What the there's not a single Sleep Token song on your top 5 songs. And you know, shout out Nookie, I actually still really fucking love that song. Drake had one banger this year, and I guess What Did I Miss is pretty good too. I'm actually like a little sad that What Did I Miss didn't go #1. Like, I kind of wanted it to. Your top songs, I've never heard of these two artists, but that that song cover art is incredible. Holy shit, like I want to check it out just based on that. And then Rooter Buster right under, yeah, that fucking bangers, dude. From Now On is like also severely underrated as a battle theme. Maybe I'm biased because it just hits really hard in the context of Deltarune, the video game, but like shit, man, it's good as fuck. Guys, guess what this person's top genre is based on their artist? G-Dragon, Big Bang. I wonder what their favorite genre is. Guys, we fucking caught one. A Lemon Demon listener in the year of our Lord 2025. Heartwarming. This Kwite fan is stereotyping themselves the old-fashioned way. Then Chani Jash, I actually don't know him. Fentanyl, love that. Katamari at the top of the top songs, I fuck with that. Then Caravan Palace, I only know like the one music video from them that has like all the furries and like the gazelle stripper, and then like everybody dies because there's like a big bar fight, and then the gazelle's stupid as fuck and doesn't realize everybody's dead until like they're dead. Your top artist, oh my god, this is one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen. Imagine Dragons, Frank Sinatra, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, then My Chemical Romance in that order from top to bottom. What the fuck is going on with you, dude? If like you like the one Arcane song from Imagine Dragons, I can give you that at least. But like Kendrick sandwiched between Frank Sinatra and Bruno Mars is so odd to me. Bruno Mars less so, actually. I'm actually having a really hard time getting a read on you as a person. I don't know if I'd like you or not. I gotta say this, every single person whose top artist is Will Wood, whether it's their YouTube music recap or Spotify rap, their second artist is always Will Wood and the whatever the fuck the rest of the band name is. It always gets cut off. Penelope Scott is gonna be a controversial choice. I think I mind Penelope Scott's music significantly less than a lot of people. But that's gonna get you some heat in the comments. You can't undermine how strongly some people feel about them. This seems like an incredibly coherent top 5 artist, top genre Vocaloid. Inabakumori, I hope I said that right. Ado, I love Ado, fucking, she's incredible. Toby Fox, like who's surprised by this shit? Ignore the top songs, they're the ones I fell asleep to on loop. The right is the actual ones. Seems like a convenient excuse, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Spoken For is a great song, dude. I don't care that I found it on TikTok. That shit is stuck in my head like all the time. Oh, this one's insane. It gets worse the longer you look. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Jimmy Buffett at the top of any Spotify Wrapped is like an immediate fucking win for me. You got Tom Cardy. I have not heard the name PP Cocaine of the artist in fucking years, dude. That's like a flashback. I think I only ever listened to like one song from them. And I don't think I ever told anybody I listened to it because any like unironic PP Cocaine fan was getting their shit pushed in for a while when they were popping. Fucking Has Been Hotel! I forget Has Been Hotel is like a musical series altogether. Like it has like a full soundtrack worth of songs you can listen to. I'll always like have a Till Death Do Us Part. That one was made by Oomphy, so like I have to like that one. And I do, like I have most of the lyrics like memorized. And fucking Ninja Sex Party, Danny Sex Bang, when will you upload the next part of Deltarune? Playthrough on Game Grumps. I got Spotify Premium for a few months and it skews my rap every time. What do you mean my top song is from Legally Blonde? You'd be surprised, like, what things you've accidentally left on loop, both while you're awake and, like, when you're doing something else passively, like working or, like, just gaming or some shit. Like, Fentanyl at the top, again, based. I take no issues with that, and you got a lot of Fentanyl songs in your top 5, so you're not faking it. You just had, like, one outlier that just dominated everything else because you listened to it individually way too many fucking times. I have about 70k minutes on Apple Music, and it looks very different. Notice how you weren't willing to share that one. I guess you could have just been answering the prompt where you only share the Spotify Wrapped that I asked for, but I'm going to headcanon you being insecure as the reason you didn't share it. I feel like C418 is going to forever be on, like, at least a few thousand people's, like, Spotify Wraps at the end of every year because of how classic the Minecraft soundtrack is. It's just one of those things that's endlessly timeless. You're always going to relapse and play Minecraft for 2 weeks with your boys and inevitably be reminded of that soundtrack and, like, play it in your free time, and you're always going to listen to Mariah Carey when it's Christmas season. If you live in a country where Christmas is celebrated, like, culturally, or if you grew up playing Minecraft, these are, like, equivalent things mechanically. They function the same way. Your top artist is the Sega Sound Team. You just listen to Sonic music a buck ton, as evidenced by the fact that Crush 40 is your second most listened to artist, followed by Otto, which falls in that same umbrella as far as I'm concerned. All respectable picks, but nonetheless predictable. Oh my god, I know somebody saw this fucking Spotify list and is going to the comments to stereotype the fuck out of you right now. Top artist, Kim Petras, followed by Suburban. I don't mind either of those guys' music at all. Followed by Ash, Nico, Poppy, and this is the second time I'm seeing Frost Children. I've never listened to their music, but now that I have, like, more context for the type of person who's listening to them, I think I have a stereotype building in my brain of what their music sounds like. I will not be saying what it is, I'm just going to let your brain catastrophize about it. My Spotify game was weak this year. I mean, 10,000 minutes, I can't say I have much better, but James Marriott at the top, he's dominating a lot of your top songs. Shout out James. He hit like a fucking #1 album in the UK this year, man. That shit made me so fucking happy. Followed by The Weeknd, Gorillaz, Khalid, Tyler. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Is like, oh, he was all top 5 of your songs. You've probably seen him on tour more than once. Your top albums was, predictably, James Marriott, then Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, After Hours by The Weeknd, then Are We There Yet, James? They have 2.7 million listeners a month. Persona Music. I'm so cooked. You're the number 1,328 top listener of Atlas Sound Team globally. Holy fuck, dude. You're like the platonic ideal of the video game OST listener, but you pick one OST and get really obsessed with it. Welcome to the big leagues. It's not something you want to hear from Spotify pretty much ever. You spent 17,000 minutes with them, which makes you a top 0.02% global fan. To be fair, like, I've heard the Persona soundtrack all over the place. The music's fucking great, even if I'm, like, not particularly fond of the games in my most recent experience with them. I've only played Persona 4 Golden, and I did it on stream, which arguably made it much worse of a playing experience for me. I'm considering playing, like, 3 or 5 on my own time. The thing is, nobody can agree, like, based on my taste and what they know from me, like, what they think I would enjoy the most. I'm starting to think that they are scared that I will pick the wrong one, and when you hit, like, 2 different games in a series that you don't like, I think it's very unlikely for me to ever give it a shot again. Your top song was Ordinary... Okay, Rat Jesus, I am fucking... Never let them know your next move. You have the most predictable fucking taste of all time. Rat Jesus, I'm going to flame you really hard right now. Your top song was Ordinary by Alex Warren. Alex Warren, the guy from the fucking Hype House, nominated for a Grammy, known for stealing David Dobrik's vlog style Alex Warren. That is your top song. And your next 4 are fucking all K-pop Demon Hunters tracks. Never let them know your next move. Your biggest fucking songs of the year were the biggest, most popular songs of the year. These next slides better have some shit that I can't predict. Like, there better be like if Sewer Slut doesn't show up on the next page, I'm afraid that you are incredibly predictable. Like Celtic Punk, where is that shown in here? Where is that shown? You better have some shit. Next to K-pop, power pop, country, and pop rap. This is the only outlier, and I'll give it to you. It's your top one. Oh my fucking god. Top artists. Imagine Dragons. Imagine fucking Dragons. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. Your top albums were Imagine Dragons, fucking K-pop Demon Hunters, and Hamilton, dude! I don't know Rumble Tramp, so I'm not gonna speak too harshly on those, but this is the fucking most mundane shit I've ever seen. Holy fuck. Oh, thank you for the palate cleanser. It's nice to see Owl City in hard times like these. So I'm incredibly cooked. Marilyn Manson is your top artist with 38,000 minutes. You're 8.001% top fan. globally. Dude, I'm sorry, your ass might be the thumbnail. It might be your screenshot I use where my little character still is reacting all disgusted to whatever somebody's most listened to artist in a year was. Holy fuck, wait, this one's actually pretty based. Quidecca, top artist. Oh, yep, you love to see that shit. Then Eden, The Weeknd, 21 Pilots, and you're hiding something. What is the worst artist that could be under there, dude? Like, I feel like Kanye might be the obvious pick or some shit, but what are you so scared of that you put a little AI-generated baby over the top of it? Like, what makes using that as the censor less embarrassing than whatever the artist could be? Pokemon Studios, I'm fucking watching you, dude. I think we've seen some of the wilder combinations of these that we're going to today, so we're gonna wrap this one up here. Shout out to anybody who is brave enough to put their own head on the chopping block in regards to the Spotify Wrapped. Like I say every year, I have some fun with these, but like, enjoy whatever you want to. If you like something, it doesn't have to be for me. And just because like I'm doing like a little Josh, it doesn't mean you should stop enjoying it if you do like it. It's all in good fun, and there's plenty of shit you could bully me for in my music taste, and I totally understand that if you want to. Anyways, that's all I got. If you guys want to check out me looking at your Spotify Wraps last year, that card should be on screen. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss an upload. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see y'all next time.